Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yair Toledo. Today, we gather to discuss a crucial topic for our community, the implementation of wind farms in Lima, Peru. As we strive for sustainable development and reduce our carbon footprint, wind energy presents a promising solution. However, like any major project, it comes with its own set of challenges. Our debate will feature two positions, in favor of wind farms and against wind farms. First and foremost, each participant will have up to 2 minutes to deliver their arguments. Then they will have the chance for a rebuttal. Finally, I will be the one who will conclude this debate so we can better understand the impact of the construction of wind farms in our community and vote for what we believe is the best. Let's begin with our first speaker, who will argue in favor of wind farms. Mr. Quispe, give it a go.
Good evening, everyone. Mr. Toledo, Mrs. Chavez. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my position about wind farms. Today, I stand before you in a strong support to depict the benefits this can bring to our community and our environment. I mainly defend two aspects that I consider highly relevant, and those are renewable energy source and economical benefits. Very well then. Let's talk about that. I like to commence with stating that wind farms harness wind power, a renewable resource, reducing our dependence on fossil fuels and lowering our greenhouse gas emissions. This aligns with global efforts such as the Sustainable Development Goals to combat climate change and ensures a cleaner environment for future generations. Additionally, wind farms can create jobs and stimulate local economies. That is to say, the construction and maintenance of these farms require skilled labor, providing employment opportunities and, as mentioned before, growth in our local economy. With these two positive aspects, we can take a city to the next level and benefit from this.
Thank you very much for that, Mr. Quispe. Let's also hear the opposite posture. So, Mrs. Chavez, give it a go.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Toledo. I'd like to share another perspective about this issue. I have strong concerns about building a wind farm near Lima. While the idea of wind farm is appealing, we must consider the potential drawbacks that this project would have in our local area. First, wind farms can have adverse effects on local wildlife, particularly birds like pelicans and seagulls, because the installation of turbines can disrupt natural habitats and migration patterns, leading to a loss of biodiversity in the area. In addition, wind turbines can be visually intrusive and generate noise, which can affect the quality of life for nearby residents. And this can lead to resistance from local communities and potential decreases in property values.
Thank you very much for that, Mrs. Chavez. We have already heard your own thoughts, but we also need to know what you think about each other's opinion. Hence, we'll continue with the rebuttal. Both of you, keep in mind that you will have just 1 minute for this section. Let us start with Mr. Quispe. Please, go ahead.
Mrs. Chavez, you've pointed out two essential ideas, and I like to focus on the environmental impact. I agree with you to some extent. This is a concern, but the studies show that with proper planning and technology, wind farms can coexist with wildlife. Take, for example, Quispe Wind Farm, working perfectly since 2014. Moreover, the long-term benefits of clean energy far outweigh the risks. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Quispe. It's quite interesting what you just mentioned. All right, Mrs. Chavez, it's your turn now. Please, remember that you also have just 1 minute for this rebuttal. Please, go ahead.
In my point of view, we must prioritize the preservation of our natural habitats and consider alternative energy sources that have few environmental impacts, because the visual and noise pollution issues also need to be addressed seriously.
Thank you very much, both of you, for your insightful arguments. As we conclude this debate, it's clear that both sides present valid points. Therefore, the decision to implement wind farms in Lima, Peru, requires careful consideration of these factors. That's why we encourage our community to weigh the benefits of renewable energy against the potential challenges and work towards a solution that best serves our environment and economy. Let's continue this conversation and strive for a sustainable future together. Again, thank you very much for participating in this important debate.